everybody. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of browser games that I have found. I have a folder of bookmarks in Google Chrome. With the browser games that I play. But I'm going to show you the best ones, in my opinion. So the first one is Aliens, and I've played that in multiple videos on this channel. And so first one. You will first hear your position represented by a pitched beep. When an alien arrives, you will hear a second beep. The beeps alternate between your position and the position of any aliens. Move your position left or right with the left or right arrow keys to match the pitch of the alien. Press space to fire before they hit the ground and destroy you. If you are using a touchscreen, tap the left of the to move left, the right of the screen to move right, and the center to fire. If you are using a touch screen reader, you need to turn it off before starting the game so the game can receive the taps directly. For either keyboard or touch screen, you can hold your finger down to move faster. Most aliens remain stationary. However, you will occasionally encounter commanders which move from left to right, increasing in pitch. You don't lose a life if you don't hit a commander, but you get bonus points if you do. As you level up, you must confront more aliens at once and you will encounter more commanders. In the higher levels, the game will speed up. If you are using a screen reader, you can announce your score at any time during the game by pressing S. Every 200 points, you can gain an extra life, but only up to a maximum of 5 lives. If you are using an iPhone on speaker, ensure your phone is not set to silent. I'm using my Windows computer, so we don't have to worry about that. So, without further ado, let us begin. Level 2.
Speech mode talk 19.
Dang it, I missed the commander. What's up with aliens in that one?
Level 3, 3 lives.
Oh my god.
79. Level 3, 1 lives. Game over. Game over. Sad face.
Died.
You reached level 3 with 148 points. You hit 62 ships and 1 commanders. Button unavailable. Start again.
Okay. So that was aliens.
Importing bookmarks. Bookmarks import.
What are you talking about? I'm not trying to import no bookmarks.
Speech mode on demand.
What? Okay. Anyway, the next browser game I'm going to show you is HyperDial. But I'll tell you about these bookmarks here. Yes, I do play RS games. I prefer to play it on the Windows instead of the web client, 'cause it's better. But then again, I guess that's me slowly becoming a PC gamer. Um, Brilliance, it's okay. I find it a little hard for me, but I find HyperDial and our last game, Simus, our final game, Simus, to be hard as well. So, and there's the Chrome Dino game, which is kind of it's good to play when you're bored. There is the Playroom web client, web client. What was that? The Playroom web client. There we go. For Quentin C's Playroom. They've got a lot of games on there, so if you never tried that, you should try that. Quentin C's Playroom. Quentin, capital C, apostrophe S, Playroom. And then there's Pet Care Buddy. Used to be a browser game, and now they've got the beta out on iOS. Um, and then there is Dispatch Central, which is actually a game that I created with lovable AI. Um, I do still want to update it before I like share it out, but it's there. Um, I'll show it to you for a little bit before we go on to HyperDial. Okay. So let's me read you the rules. Dispatch Central. Emergency dispatch simulation. Fully accessible with screen readers and keyboard controls. How to play. Emergencies appear with countdown timers. Use the up and down arrows to navigate emergencies. Press 1 for fire truck, 2 for ambulance, 3 for police. Match the right until hold on, I'm having a mini stroke. Match the right unit to each emergency for max points. There we go. Fire, fire truck. Medical, ambulance. Crime, police. Game ends after 5 expired emergencies. Now, an expired emergency is an emergency that you don't get to in time. So, and this can only be played with a keyboard. I plan to, add touchscreen support soon, but right now it can only be played with keyboards. And I haven't found out how to publish this, so I'm just gonna have to show you.
New crime emergency. Moderate severity at corner of 3rd and Cedar. New crime emergency. Crime. Warning ambulance. Crime. White heavy check mark police dispatched to. Crime. White heavy
Here.
check mark police New crime Crime. White heavy check mark police dispatched to Harmon's department store. New fire Fire. New fire Fire. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to Elm Tower. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched to Central Park Playground. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched to Fresh Mart. New fire. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to 142 Oak. New medical. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched to 5th and New crime. White heavy check mark police dispatched to parking garage B. New fire. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to Elm Tower. New fire. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to 142. New medical. New fire emergency. White heavy check
The
mark
beeping
fire
is
truck dispatched.
NVDA,
New
which is progress bar,
fire.
going down.
White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to New crime. White heavy check mark police dispatched to Quick Stop. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched to Commerce Tower. New crime. New medical medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched to New medical. Warning
crap.
fire truck sent to Fresh Mart. New fire. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to Highway. New fire emergency. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatch. New crime. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched to New fire. White heavy check mark fire truck dispatched to New crime. New crime. White heavy check mark police New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatch. New crime. White heavy check mark police dispatched to 2. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance dispatched. New medical. New crime emergency. White heavy check mark. New medical emergency. Medical. White heavy. New crime emergency. Crime.
Critical ones go
White
down
heavy check.
faster
New crime crime.
than the
White
other
heavy
ones.
check mark. New fire. New crime emergency. Crime. New crime emergency. Crime. White heavy. New fire. White heavy check mark. New medical. White heavy check mark ambulance. New crime.
To get the hang
New
of
crime
this,
emergency.
it should
Crime.
be easy.
New crime. White heavy check mark. New medical.
I
White heavy
found
check
out
mark New
a
crime.
tip for
White
this
heavy
is
check
to
mark
get,
police. New medical. New
get to
crime
them
emergency.
as fast as possible.
White heavy. New crime. White heavy check mark New
Like, don't
fire.
wait for it
White
to tell
heavy
you the
check mark
location.
New crime.
Like, the second
White
you
heavy
hear
check
crime,
mark.
you just
New
get up
crime
to it.
crime. New fire emergency. Fire. New medical emergency. Medical. New medical. White heavy check mark. New fire. White heavy check mark. New medical. New crime crime. White heavy check. New medical. White heavy check mark New medical. Warning police. New crime emergency. Crime. White heavy check mark police. Medical. New fire emergency. Medical. White heavy check. Fire.
Oh no.
White heavy. Fire. White heavy. Medical. Medical. New fire. White heavy check mark fire. New fire. fire, white heavy check mark fire, new crime crime, white heavy new crime, crime, white heavy check mark, new fire, new crime crime, white heavy, new medical, white heavy check mark new crime, white heavy, new medical, white heavy check mark new fire, new crime emergency, crime, new fire emergency, moderate new crime emergency, fire, new crime, warning medical, white heavy, medical, new fire, white heavy check mark, new crime, white heavy check mark, new fire, white heavy check mark, new fire, white heavy new fire, new medical, warning, new crime, moderate, new crime emergency, crime, white, new fire, white heavy, new medical, new crime crime, white, new fire, white heavy check mark, new medical, white heavy check mark, new fire, white heavy check mark, new medical, new crime emergency, crime, new medical, white heavy check mark, new crime, white heavy check mark, new medical, warning police sent to new fire, new medical emergency, medical, new crime, white heavy check mark, new medical emergency, medical, white heavy check mark ambulance medical, white heavy check mark fire, new fire emergency, fire, white heavy check
I'm gonna
mark
show
fire
you.
truck dispatched to new medical emergency,
I'm gonna show you what
low
happens.
new crime emergency, moderate severe, new crime emergency,
Showing you what
moderate,
happens when
new
it
medical
expires.
emergency, critical emergency expired, civilian, new crime
Civilians at risk.
emergency, low severity at Harmon's department
I'm
store,
just gonna let these expire because I want to get to the next game.
emergency, 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 game over,
There we go.
final score, 31,691. You handled 111 emergencies with 104 correct dispatches.
This town is in disarray. Why are there so many emergencies in one day? This town is in chaos. Anyway, we are going to head on to the next game. It's not going to be as fast paced. God. Okay, next game is HyperDial. It is a DTMF tone memory game. Listen to DTMF tone sequences, then dial the digits from memory. How fast can you go? I am literally horrible at this game. How to play. Each round, listen to a sequence of phone dial tones and type the matching digits. Correct answers score tones times 3 points. Tones speed up progressively each sequence. Play 5 rounds and aim for the high score. Keyboard. Type digits 0 to 9 to enter, backspace to delete, escape to clear, space to replay tones, T to hear time remaining. NVDA users, make sure you are in focus mode when the game starts. Good to know. I'm gonna go for easy mode, which is 3 to 5 tones, 5-minute time limit. Because I'm horrible at this game. Um, I actually got that right. Crap. More up. Is that a 0? Here. And zero's the first one. Nope, it's higher than 3. It's gotta be 6. Hey! I'm actually doing pretty good at this. Probably because I can like replay the tone and listen to see if I can match them. Because I'm not good at it. Determining which one's which. Seven, 1, 6. No, it's 9. My bad. Okay. Oh crap. Dang. Seven, 4. What? No, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's 3, 6, 9. What? Let me turn on the speech here.
Speech mode talk. Correct, plus 12. Your turn.
They play them way too fast.
Wrong.
Dang
415.
it.
Your turn. Wrong. 74275. Your wrong. 4660. 30 seconds remaining. Your turn. Wrong. 4116. 15 seconds remaining. Your turn. 10 seconds Round 1.
Okay. So this first round is completed. I'm just gonna do this first round because
Speech mode on
I
demand.
still have another browser game that I want to show you. Oh, go away, focus mode. 78 points. Not bad. Correct, 7 out of 14. If it was a test, I would have still failed. Because I only got a 50%. Next game, I'm a little bit better at. Simus. And Simus was made by the same guy that did Aliens, it seems. Simus, pronounced Simus. It's spelled Simus, is a musical memory game. The game plays a bar of random notes, and you have to play it back with correct notes and timing. To play the melody, you use either a MIDI keyboard or the computer keyboard. On a MIDI keyboard, the notes range from A3 through A4. On a computer keyboard, the letters A, S, D, F, G, H, J, and K correspond to the 8 notes of the scale. As you level up, the patterns get faster or more rhythmically complicated. If you make mistakes, it's